welcome back. So this video is all about classroom management. It is a procedure that I teach my firsties on, probably, it depends, either on the first day or the second day of school, but it's always one of those 2 days. I never go past that because it's very important. As you know, classroom management can be a struggle for many, and it's totally understandable, but you can learn and get some tips and become better with more practice. Classroom management is very crucial in our classrooms so that they run very smoothly, so that you're able to teach all the content that you need to teach, and just keep a good working environment, not only for your students but for you as well. So I wanted to share with you guys a procedure that I teach my firsties. This procedure is how the kids transition from working around in our classroom to finding their learning spot. Learning spot for my firsties, it is a place on the carpet where we all meet together, either during the mini lesson, or if I'm reading them a story, or if I just need to have a conversation with them about something. That's what I call a learning spot. Some people just say find your carpet square. I just like to call it your learning spot. 1. 2, my kiddos, when they work, they're free to work wherever they want in the classroom. They don't have to sit at their desk or their table to work. They can work on the floor, they can work standing up. I don't care where they work, how they work, as long as they're working and getting the job done efficiently. That's what I care about. So instead of me, when I'm ready for them to move on, if I'm ready to move on to the next lesson, instead of me saying, boys and girls, it's time to clean up, or firsties, it's time to clean up, instead of using my voice, I use music. Now, if you click this card up here, it's going to lead you to a song, or if you click the link in the description box, that's what, actually, it'll be a link in the description box. If you click that, it's going to take you to the song that I absolutely love to use, and it's called Tour the States. It is one of my favorites. My firsties, they always love it, and it's super duper uber cute. So I'll put a link in the description box for it because you might want to use it. But so basically I transition with music because it saves my voice. I know some people use like the doorbells, chimes, some type of an instrument. You do, what you feel you want to do, and what you like. You go with what you like. I'm just sharing what I like, and I like to use music. So anyway, I'm going to just kind of show you what it kind of looks like. Now granted, I'm not in my classroom right now because it is summertime, but I do want to kind of show you how I teach this procedure. So Miss May is going to go into Miss May mode, okay? Okay, so boys and girls, I have you sitting here right now because I want you to watch this really cool video. It's one of my favorite videos ever as a teacher, ever. And it's super duper cool. But this video has a song to it. And the song is something that's very, very important for our classroom. It's very important. So I'm going to tell you the reason why it's important, though, after you watch the video. So I put the video on, they watch it, they ooh, they ah, they talk about it, because it's a really good, cool video about the 50 states. So when the video is over, I'll go into this mode and I'll say, so did you guys like that video? Didn't I tell you guys how cool that video is? And so then I'll say, so that video is very important, like I said before I played it, in our classroom. That song is going to let you know when it is time to clean up in our classroom and come and find your learning spot and show Miss May that you are ready to learn. Now, we're going to practice what it looks like and what it sounds like when you hear that cool song playing. Now, that song isn't going to play the whole time. You don't have the whole time of the song. You don't have that whole time to clean up. The goal is to clean up quickly, quietly, and with a sense of purpose, okay? Now, Miss May's gonna model what it looks like when you hear that song play. So I'm gonna model it, and I want you guys to just watch Miss May when that song plays, okay? So basically, guys, what I do after I explain that is I basically go to my seat and I just start working. And I just act like I'm working, and then the song plays and I get up and then I start cleaning my area, but I show them how I want it to be cleaned, and I clean it, make sure it's all good, and then I walk to my learning spot. I crisscross, my hands are in my lap, and I'm looking at Miss May's chair, or Miss May if she's sitting there already, ready to learn. So I model that when that song plays, because they have to see it. You can't just throw them out there and say, hey, this is what I want you to do. You have to model it. So I model that for them. So then when I'm done modeling that, I'll say, so boys and girls, what did you notice that Miss May did? What did you notice that I did? And so I start writing the things on like an anchor chart. I'll have an anchor chart up and I'll start writing the things that they say. You know, you were quiet, you moved quickly, you didn't, you know, whatever they say, I anchor it and write it down. And then we just kind of talk about that a little bit. And so then I tell them, I said, okay, so now guys, you're going to go to your seats, you're going to work, and when you hear that song play, Miss May wants you to clean up as quickly and quietly as you can and come find your learning spot. Because remember, I don't play the whole song. I don't play the whole song. And then I send them off to work, and then, you know, I don't do it right away. I let them work for about a minute and a half, and then I play the song. Now when I play the song, I don't have the video showing, because I've already showed them the video. I don't want them to be focused on watching the video and then trying to clean up and oh Texas Miss May, look, it's Texas. I don't want them to get distracted by the video. That's why I showed them the video first. So I don't have the video up, but I do have the song playing. And so they hear that song play, and then they do what they need to do, and then they find their learning spot. And so basically what I do is I practice that with them. Disclaimer, y'all, this is not going to happen overnight. You have to understand that you have to practice this. Like, you can't teach it on the first or second day of school and then expect them to just have it like that and then boom. That's not how it works, because teachers tend to get upset when you do things and you teach kids certain things and they don't get it right away, and you're like, I just told you what to do. I just taught you how to do it. That's not how it works. You have to model. You have to practice. And the more you practice, the better they'll get. But you have to have high expectations. You can't practice and then have the kiddos, let's say like you're trying to get everybody cleaned up and everything within 40 seconds. Okay, so if you go past 40 seconds and you just let it fly, then they're just gonna feel like, well, whatever, we didn't beat the time, we didn't beat our time cleaning up, who cares, Miss May doesn't care. Like, you don't want that. If they don't beat their time, because eventually after practicing the first week, the second week, okay, now we're trying to reach a goal to a time. That's how I teach it. And if they're not getting that goal in that time, then we're gonna have to keep practicing until you get that goal. And sometimes that practicing means, maybe 5 minutes before recess starts, come on guys, let's practice what this looks like and what this sounds like. Now, I've never had to do that before, but that just might be an option that you need to do so that they know that you mean business. But I do practice using that song and showing them the procedure of transitioning from their working areas to finding their learning spot. We practice that the first week of school, literally like 4 times, 5 times a day, because they have to get into a habit of that, because there's too much teaching going on and too much that they have to learn. I don't have time to be getting on to so-and-so about you're not doing this and you're not moving quick enough. I don't have time to do that. Like, I teach it at the beginning. They know Miss May means business, and we get it done and we rock it. So that is a classroom management tip that I wanted to share with you guys. Teaching the kids how to come from their working areas to their learning spot when you're ready to teach them a mini lesson. So I hope that tip helps you, whether you're a beginning year teacher or whether you're a veteran teacher. I hope you find this video well. Again, remember, you have to just keep practicing. Like, I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I'm going to keep it real with you. The first few weeks, you're going to be like, whoa. Is this going to work? I mean, are they ever going to get it? But trust me, they get it. And once they get it, oh my goodness, it's like, whew, hallelujah. It truly is. It's a blessing, but just trust me, stick with it. You know, give it time, practice. You can't practice once a day and for, 5 minutes and think they're going to have it like that the second week of school. You have to diligently practice. And before you know it, your kids are going to be transitioning from working to their learning spot or their carpet square, whatever you call it. So anyways, again, that song is Tour the States. It's in my description box below. Check it out. It's super cute. It has a catchy little beat to it. The kids love it. And like I said, I play that song for them first before I even explain to them why we need this song. I let them dance to that song. I let them really get familiar with it so that it's in their brain. Oh my gosh, I know what that means. This is what I gotta do. And when my kids, eventually, you'll notice that your kids, once they transition, like I know with that song, when they move from one spot to the next, they dance. They're cleaning up and they're dancing and they're grooving and I don't mind that. I don't care. I want my classroom to feel comfortable like that. Just as long as they're cleaning up efficiently and it's quiet and they're moving with a sense of purpose, it's all to the good. All right, my blessings. So that's my video for today. More classroom management videos on the way. I'm also going to be having some teacher tip videos. With that said, don't forget to always pray, because God will truly always make a way. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being my blessings. Bye.